On the time to do that.
We are tWoTcast, episode. Joe forgot to tell me what the fuck number it is because he never sent me the goddamn thing.
It's not true. I sent it earlier.
What's the number? Just say the number.
354?
354.
That's it.
There you go. There you go.
No, he does not. No. Okay. All right, everyone, shut the fuck up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go.
We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit in R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
We are tWoTcast. Welcome to our annual tWoTties Award, where we wear bow ties.
Oh, I was wondering what was going on with that.
I feel like you're about to ransom the world for $1 million.
You should have definitely turned around in your chair, holding the cat.
The bow tie was the reveal. Right. The cat was the reveal.
$1 billion.
It's not like the cat's usually here not wearing a bow tie.
Yeah. Also, they're not annual. We're not.
They are this year.
Again. This is it.
We're still in award season. SPN.
Yeah. This is one unhappy animal. It's like most of my bitches around here. All right. Say bye-bye, trash.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Well, hi, Joe.
Oh, hey, Jono.
Hi.
I'm here with you.
And with me is often my Tommy Bear.
Study your man.
I will try my best. Study your script. Which I haven't. Guilty as charged.
What episode was it?
354?
You should at least be able to fake it a little. Like a little. It doesn't have to be right. It can be like generally down the same path.
Yeah. Nope. Still not. You think
Oh
so?
man.
Yeah.
All right, hey boys.
Yeah. Hi.
Second episode in a row where we don't have someone here with us, and I don't not like it.
Same.
What about my cat? How dare you? Trash cat, it's an adorable animal.
That's true. That was a guess, technically.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, it's been so long since it's been just the three of us and
Just the three of us.
just bullshitting about the books. That's what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we should do? We should just start hanging out again in person.
Here's my biggest problem with the guests, and I'm not going to name names. There's some very much in particular, but like we talk about the book, and then they have things they also want to say about the book.
Yeah.
So does everybody.
And occasionally their opinions differ from ours.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
What in the world?
That is frustrating.
Get on the same page. You
Yeah.
know?
And that page, by the way, is to get off my talking platform.
Yes, just agree with me and then say my words, so I don't have to say words, and then we can go on.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause when you say
That all
things,
makes sense.
then I have to say what. Yeah,
It's just refreshing to just be us every once in a while. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. That's how it started. This is how it will end. Do you think we'll still be doing this? Like, let's say there's a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
And like you're in a bunker, I'm in a bunker, and then we have like shortwave radio. And we manage to talk to each other. Like you should.
First of all, don't reveal our locations. I'm already in a bunker.
I think we would do the podcast.
Of course. You
I
guys
think
want
we
to talk
would-
about the books? It's just
I think
you're still alive? You want to talk about the books? Over.
I think like you'd see a TV show where somebody is like barely surviving and like helping like a child come with them and like their injured brother and like
Analysis,
collecting
fuck you,
food.
Tom.
Trying to make it. There'd be some sort of broadcast like there's still people alive in Minneapolis, and then all of a sudden it would break in and be like, "We are tWoTcast." Shortwave radio, episode 785.
Get off this! It's an emergency broadcasting system.
I would just be like, "There's nobody
the
left
only
alive.
radio left.
There's no one left alive."
What you
Give it up.
expect us to do?
That's the last recording humanity has. It's just the 785th episode of tWoTcast. Like, what an amazingly bad idea. And that's
What a
only
pod- Podcast and satellite and YouTube work. Is that going into space? Is there an alien listening to us?
well, we've seen
Every season of tWoTcast yearly is recorded on a gold record and then launched into space. It's like one of those bird shooters, though. What is this called?
Clay
Skeet?
Yeah,
Skeet.
And someone just
Skeet.
blasts the sky. It doesn't go anywhere.
I don't know why you'd bring it. I don't know why you would bring it Skeet on a live internet show with John on it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I said birds.
feels like a mistake.
Yeah. You know what else feels like a mistake? Shooting your skeet up in the air. You don't know where it's going to land.
Well, Jono just loves gold.
We ought to easily shoot your Skeet in the air and then shoot it with a shotgun.
If you're hearing this, you are the resistance. Welcome to tWoTcast. I couldn't even say that all the way out without laughing. That's good. That one.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we're gonna throw an award at best comment of
Really
chat. We jokingly did last time, so that was on the list already.
Yeah. What else is on the list? Kidding. It's too early. Or is it?
Also, if you're watching the show, be sure to register with us so we know, and tell your friends and family in case you happen to die before we finish these. You might be in the in memoriam, like episode 10 of the
that's
tWoTties
true,
or
yeah.
something.
Just let us know. Let us know if you're dead.
Joe, did you put together that in memoriam for the first book?
No.
It's just Hopper.
If it were if we did like a full comprehensive.
Well, now I am.
I mean, you just show one picture. It's like
It's just
5
Hopper.
seconds of a song, and then it's over. And like, well, but yeah, it'll get larger later.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, I'll get on that.
Spoiler warning. This is our.
Quite a few people die in this. Oh, sorry, Jono.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. I remember to actually look at other scripts.
Not everyone that dies gets into the in memoriam, by the way.
That's true. That's true.
So, quick spoiler warning. We may spoil some books, at least the first and second. We may spoil some books later. We may spoil
Maybe.
We may spoil the show. I had a great joke about, do you think there's a good chance that Rafe
Well, it's probably going to spoil. It's probably a spoiler for the show. We're on book 2, and they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like it's been said, we'll be covering the tWoTties, the most important awards for book.
We'll be covering
the tWoTties.
It's like we're reporters on the red carpet.
Actually, Joe, this
with
week,
me here is Jono Colburn on the red carpet. What are you wearing today, Jono? Oh, just a tie. Nice.
Nope. This is a Kenosha Kickers shirt from my wife. It's of course, as everyone knows, this is the most famous polka band from the Midwest. They are, in fact, the kings of the polka.
We'll be conducting. We'll be conducting the tWoTties.
Yeah.
That's the Wheel of Time Awards, guys.
Yeah.
We are the hosts and the Academy.
That little part of like the black dress, just a little more phallic, just hanging out, I would appreciate that.
It's good as it is. Honestly, Joe, every time you put this on screen, I'm like, this feels epic. I'm ready for it. I'm like, what a dumb show we're doing. And then you put that up and I'm like, shit, this is so
look how cool that looks.
I feel like I said
gold background we got.
It's like I'm going down.
I got my tuxedo suit on tonight.
I love gold.
Dressed up.
Should we explain what Jono, explain what the tWoTties are real quick?
The tWoTties is, of course, the most important, the most comprehensive award for certain categories within the Wheel of Time.
Joe, explain what the tWoTties are real quick in case anybody.
Well, we're gonna look back through the second book, The Great Hunt, and discuss the characters and moments in that book pertaining to fake awards from an award show that we made
Fake
up.
Awards?
Oh, they were real awards.
Yeah. Fuck you, Joe.
I mean, they're real awards.
All right, Tom Scar.
We made them up.
No,
if these are fake awards, who did I send all those statuettes to last week?
Last week's winners were Rand, Min, Tom Maryland. I assume the actors? Who else would you send it to?
Yeah, so we did it for Eye of the World last week. It's a great hunt this week.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to get to the tWoTties?
If you want to see the Eye of the World's tWoTties, that was last week's episode 353.
Yeah. What do they have to do? Just
check
hit
that out.
Rewind. They hit rewind.
Yeah. Wandering around the destroyed remains of Atlanta, all of a sudden over the radio, we are tWoTcast. Just like Fallout Best Apocalypse Ever. It's possible. It's possible.
It's so bad.
Thank you, Cole Mustang.
We would do it. I would never believe that I could be killed by zombies. I'd be like, it's fucking ridiculous. Just do the podcast.
Okay. Clever name for this.
Are we starting? Do you have like a wait? Where's our wait a minute? Where's our taffy
It's just
song?
this. It's just this. Listen, we didn't have a taffy song at the beginning of the Wheel of Time Companion. You just at one point were like, Taffy, I demand you make us a Reading Rainbow theme song, and she did it. She wasn't even on that episode.
Is she watching this right now?
I don't know, maybe. Taffy, we need an awards theme song.
I'm gonna have to text her tomorrow.
Well,
I don't want to say award number one. Let's just kick it off. I'm gonna move I might move the categories around next week, just so you're ready. But the first category is what?
Nothing.
It's the Chris Traeger Award for Best New Character.
Yeah.
The Chris Traeger Award. We explained this a little bit last week, but Chris Traeger is a famous the new character on Parks and Rec, and he famously carried that show and made it amazing. He's a great representation of what it is to be a new character in a show.
Every time we say it, I'm just like, what about Adam Scott?
He's not the reason we all stuck around. Adam Scott got funny later.
Chris Traeger is
Also-
literally the best character.
Adam Scott does this, like as far as like when
Yeah.
he is or isn't
Yeah.
funny. Chris Traeger,
Also-
every time he comes in, is just top, just fucking top notch.
Also, I mean, I don't think there's a day that goes by where I don't walk up to my wife and just look at like while looking down at my phone and just go like, my inbox is literally filled with penises.
Does that really happen every day at your house?
Yeah.
Yes, and Joe,
Lauren's like, what the fuck is that joke again?
All right, we're gonna go through some of the nominees before we announce the winner. I gotta say, Jono nominated 3. It was the same 3 I had and that you had.
The awards are arriving at Harriet's in bulk.
She's gonna be very confused.
What if she was just receiving boxes of trophies every week? The fuck?
All right,
What the fuck is this?
nominee, not winners. Swan Song Tree.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Sure.
the other 3 were all just like, yes, best new character.
I mean, I liked her in the sense of like it's pretty cool when she comes in and like the arrow almost hits her and it whizzes
I think
past and like that's a cool like introduction to a new character. And then I also really like her being one of the teachers that teaches like Egwene and Nynaeve on the way down to Tarvalon. I think that's like, those are some really cool scenes, and it's kind of interesting that as like the Amirlan seat, she's like, I'm gonna go in here and do this shit, and be all grumpy and mean.
Those are cool.
Save
But
that for
coolest
the
thing
Professor Xavier Award for Best Coach, Joe.
yeah. Like, the coolest thing she does is her first interaction with Moraine, going from like tedious, like you think she's about to discipline her, and then like pretty much like, hey, by the way, we used to eat each other out. Like, thank you so much for your friendship, which very equivalent. And then secondly, the way she like slaps Rand around, and Rand like kind of like gets his feet underneath him. Like, I think that's such an awesome scene to me. Like, and he's just kind of like slowly gets himself together and just, thank you, mother. I fucking love her.
I think she is the most major new character introduced in this book. I mean, we have a couple others to discuss, but
well, let's get to them.
All right. Well, the next one is Huron.
Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Awesome in this book. Unfortunately, Ayush right there. Awesome in this book, but really, like, unfortunately, falls flat after this. Like,
that's true, but he's still a cool like new character.
away.
It's a weird ability you'd never seen before or heard of. Like, he's coming out hot. He's not just like, hey, I'm a new character. He's like, hey, new character and new superpower. You don't know, you don't want to hear about that here, but I can smell murder.
Spoiler: Perrin almost made it into the biggest catfish category just because he pretends to also be a sniffer, and I'm like, no one's ever heard of this, and now you're also being like, and I'm number 2.
Yeah, I'm also one of those once in a generation people.
Yeah, smells murder.
So what is? It's such a.
I really think Huron's getting cut out of the books for that exact reason.
He's so violent,
so dumbly coincidental.
Like the second the book was published, Jordan was just like, "This was so stupid. What was I thinking?"
It is a weird.
And people walking around smelling murder.
Ingtar is a favorite on a reread. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was introduced last book. He's actually from.
Yeah, he's not a new character.
Yeah. But he is amazing.
Trust me, he would have made
Brandon
it.
said Eludra for the win.
Wait, is Eludra in book 2?
Yeah, I'd consider that.
Yeah.
Illuminators. Yeah, of course. And Carrion. Yeah,
Chapter House gets burned down.
Yeah.
But I'm sure everyone's realizing who the final 2 are.
Oh, Huron was replaced with Elias. I do remember them saying that. Again, like him being in the show is rather pointless. I don't think there's any need for that at all.
Oh, for the show, I was like, Elias was already in.
For the show. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So best new
Spoilers
character.
for the show.
Another nominee, Varen.
Yeah,
Fuck
Varen again. So here's Cole Mustang saying the same thing. Varen, yeah, she was on my list, I think.
Why are people putting Varen question mark when we haven't announced the winner? We're still announcing the nominee.
They're getting
Give us
ahead
a
of
second.
themselves.
Getting there.
Varen, I mean, she's a new character, but she might not be in our top 4. It's possible.
Fuck that. Varen's a top 10.
Yeah, she's awesome.
We
love
will have
the
many
book nerds here on
categories
this
where
podcast.
people are just like very confused by the choices we make.
High flanking.
I mean,
or other shoulder. Yeah, there you go.
I have 2 dogs here tonight, so it's
oh yeah, there's 2 dogs. Yeah,
Really nice thing to call your wife, but all right.
that is weird, Tom.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it until you just said that, John. But
my fault.
it's true. Kind of weird.
Good old Prego. Yeah. Go on.
And the winner is
And the winner is for the Chris Traeger Award.
It's Lanfear.
It's Lanfear.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I buy that one.
I don't know if I agree with that, but that's okay. This isn't my award.
I don't know if it's my favorite,
Well, it doesn't matter.
but it certainly ranks.
The Academy has voted.
We should find out more of this.
Celine? Question mark.
It's the way that it went.
A lot of people have said Lanfear in the chats too. Lou Guys Should I said Celine like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, she's an obvious one. Obvious, Is she the best new character?
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
One that Chris Traeger won.
See how many people can pick the winner in chat before we announce the winner.
That's a good game. We should do that.
It's not a bad call. So
if you guess the winner, you win.
Nothing.
Our highest esteem.
No, you might get your name popped up on there for a second.
Whoa. It's the same promise I gave my wife with my first owner.
Maybe if you're first.
Yeah.
I mean, so far there's only one person in the running for the best comment of the night. So,
I think Lanfear has anybody think for her award. She got it. She might have had sex with the judges.
What
I
would
don't.
Lanfear say about that? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think she would care.
You
ready for?
Does this get me more power or Rand's dick? I'm not interested.
It might get a Rand stick.
A lot of power. So
I mean, he might think that Oscar is a Choden call.
That's true. Is that an access key? It is if you have sex with me.
Yeah. I can't wait. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Later books. I love that.
What? The same spoilers. We're just trying to keep it in the realm of book 2.
I really think that like access keys really could be like considering like that one of them's kind of like a bulbous kind of like man. You could definitely make an access key dildo. Like,
it's a baby holding an apple.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like there's a decent chance that
for the actual statue.
Yeah. Or just giant goat seed herself on the real one.
Just just like a human-sized globe. That's what I like.
Like there's a decent chance that she's so obsessed with power, she would have just rammed herself with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're moving on. All right.
There we go. There it goes.
No, wait. Not a bad transition, because the next category is the Hake Rape Award for Best Sexual Moment.
Oh, the best sexual moments.
It says a lot that the rape.
And the nominees are Thomas.
That has to be the first time that one of Jono's most inappropriate comments was actually a pretty decent segue. I mean, Min was
good job, Jono.
Min was naked.
You did it finally. Finally.
Min was naked in a bed or borderline naked in a bed. That's a nominee. Just perhaps.
I think she just got in the bed. I don't remember her taking clothes.
Ran safe.
Because I feel like I would remember her taking her.
What? Just let me remember it. The way I would like to.
I'll just leave it in your mind as that's what happened.
The Shanarian baths. Just because Rand doesn't fucking there doesn't mean nobody else does.
I love what they do to every single one of these dumbasses. Like, oh, you get embarrassed? Well, guess what? We're gonna take your clothes off around you, and you're just gonna turn red, including your.
Yeah, Rand running into the bath. See, he knows.
Yeah, running into and right the fuck out of. Like, I love that. Like, what was it? It was the lady of the castle, right? Who came in and he was like, It's got like Scooby Doo noises with it when he runs out, almost like he's just.
What do those sound like?
Did you expect?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm tempted to keep it going. Another
Land for
nominee.
Laundry Day is a pretty good one. I think I wrote that one down. Dana Lou.
That is, well, hold on.
Oh, I'm not jumping ahead. I'm just saying. I'm just reading the comments.
I mean, I do want to talk about. I want to talk about our third nominee that neither of you put down, and I insisted be on here. Is the cougar at the Toad Palace? The Cougars at the Toad Palace.
Oh, I forgot about
Come on,
the Toad Palace.
Yeah, you're right. Barthage's palace.
There was like 10 noblewomen trying to get in Rand's pants. That was
At a minimum.
I'm
That was
so
a sexually
disappointed
charged
in
moment.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
Brando suggested Padden Fane in the Fade. Padden Fane nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking Toad Palace. Like, I love that. Like, if you're lower,
It's just a palace. It crouched like a toad. It's not the Toad Palace. It's not like little guys with mushrooms on their heads
Isn't
coming
it?
out going like, "Hello, why did you
Isn't
come in
it?
and slide down these green pipes?"
Hey Joe, not for nothing.
Weekend.
Joe, when was the last time you read The Great Hunt?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, I've
a
read it
couple
in over a
years.
year and a half, so
A couple of years. Yeah.
I can't be positive that didn't happen.
That's true. I stand corrected.
I remember
Very
Matt
well.
going to his servants' quarters, and there definitely was a guy there wearing like a toad cap hat.
There was a guy, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he was just wearing a little blue vest. And his legs were just feet. And then, and he, you know what I mean? I think he was.
I mean,
he's something like the princess is in another castle.
I remember Rand walking out to a garden and going to a wall that was made of vines, going whip, 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 like
Yeah,
up
that's
it,
true.
and like
Yeah.
Yeah, the wire run up. I remember.
Super Mario 2
What
just
a-
happens
I know.
to line up with The Great Hunt 2. I mean,
Of
come
all
on.
Mario songs.
Great Hunt. Well, it's book 2 and Mario 2.
Oh, I get it now. It was just random. That's a weird one, isn't it?
Anyway, the winner for Hake Rape Award for the best sexual moments is
All right, the best sexual moment.
I mean, it's Selena Rand up and down, but it's really when Selena wears Rand's shirt and in the moonlight and wants to look at the horn. I mean, come on.
That's like Fast Times at Ridgemont High when she comes out of the pool. Like,
It is very close.
Christmas Vacation fake pool scene in his memory.
Also, fake pool. What else you got on the pool scene?
Just regular Vacation with Christy Brinkley. Also
with
cool
Christy
scene.
Brinkley also at a pool. What else do I got? I gotta try to think of
do we have? Lifetime Achievement Award for a Hake Rape Award for Best Sexual Moment. It's Phoebe Cates from Fast Out Ridgemont High. Congratulations, Phoebe Cates.
Lifetime achievement.
I love these lifetime achievement.
Rand climbed a few walls in those early books. Yes, he did. It's a little random, actually.
Don't take this away from us.
Egwene was eye fucking the shit out of Galad. That's true.
That is very true.
That is very true. I stand by the fact that she loved Galad and not Gwen up until the point that she fell
there's a
into
lot
his
of good
dreams.
movies every year. They don't always
Or
get
got sucked
nominated.
into his dreams, and then
for
she
awards.
felt what he felt.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So Land for Laundry Day. Good job, Dana. You guessed it.
Yeah, Dana Lou. Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah.
One
Also,
gold point,
Dana.
Landfear Dry Cleaning Day. Her clothes definitely need to be.
It's not dry cleaning. It's peasant goes down to the river and scrubs things with a washboard.
Also, I do love the fact that Rand also had that mental seemed like it was pretty clean, but I guess she had to take it. Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much here or here.
Right here is where he wants to spray
Here.
his gun. Yeah.
All right, Tom. What's our next category? What are we doing next?
That is the This Is It, Don't Get Scared Now Award for Best Battle.
Oh, this is an incredibly important category.
Yeah,
Best battle, best fight, and double points if it's an actual trap.
Yeah, you get bonus points if it's an actual trap. So
Which
that's
is
why
pretty hard.
Our first nominee is the Flicker Trap.
Yeah, because it's awesome and it's an actual trap.
Where's the Fly Trap?
No, the flies are just part of the flickering moments. The trap is the
Yeah,
flickers.
it's very separate. They're in separate moments, but
And it's probably one of the most disturbing scenes. Like when you're reading it, like there's some disturbing shit that happens in these books, but this one is early and sets a real fucking dark tone.
Yeah, between this and the accepted test, like there's a lot of future, like crazy, weird future things happening in this book.
Yeah,
Like this could happen or that could happen, and
having read
kinda
it so many times since I was young, I don't think I quite realized like some of the horror elements of some of these kind of terrifying moments. Like that's really fucking gross and scary.
like the whole scene, like they come in and like there's like no one in the town, but at the same time, Uno with his one eye sees someone up there. You know, like they see this like there's something that is really not answered in like a very provocative way. Like what the fuck was happening? Was it like is this a power of pain and fame that's really not articulated wherever the fuck in the series? It's very interesting. And it's also again creepy as fuck. Like you've got a whole family sitting down and just like, and then all of a sudden like whatever the hell happens and like that food slowly just like mildews, molds,
it's
rots.
gross.
Yeah,
just maggoty.
Yeah,
delicious.
Just
yeah. Delicious.
All right, the next award for best battle is Faldara.
Not award, nominee.
Yeah,
Nominee. My bad.
And so Faldara, like, you're obviously like referring to the Trolloc, Myrddraw, whatever the fuck plan to recapture or to bring back Peyton Fane.
Yeah, and the Horde.
Using some dark friends at the dog gate, which is what my wife calls it from when we fuck from behind. My dog gate.
You gotta get into that dog gate, Jono.
Yeah, so she does. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, she could be the dog gate. We've never done it that way.
Focus up. Get back to it.
Anyway, so and like the convoluted plot around it, which you see from Rand's point of view to start, like just how confused it is really fucking cool.
And then our other nominee, which I desperately wanted to be the winner, but only 2 of us put this and 3 of us put the last one, was the battle at Turok's house. It's my favorite.
Yeah, a couple people guessed that in chat already. There's a fight with Turok and company, and Rand becoming a Blade Master, which is basically the fight with Turok and company. But Ayush, Rand versus Turok was pretty exciting. And the servants killing themselves, that shit was hardcore. That's true, Ayush.
So I was thinking one of the 3 of us didn't put the fight at Turok's house, but I think that person
I kind of forgot about
cast that with everything.
Yeah. The fight with Turok.
To me, the fight at Turok's house is very separate from the fight with the heroes. And
it is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Yeah.
The spoiler of the award goes to the fight with the heroes outside in the whole Battle for Fallen, basically the whole big
the
thing.
battle of
after
Fallen.
the house
Rain
battle.
In the sky,
kicks
battling Ishtar or Ishmael, like Ishtar. I combined Ishmael and Ingtar. Just smash them together.
Inkshmael. Just got that Inkshmael.
Inkshmael. Like that. It's just so good.
To me, it's weird. It's weirdly untoppable. Them going into the city and just Ingtar just being crazy about going and then just jumping over the wall shenanigans and just killing people and then going in like it's fucking wild.
It is wild.
It's one of my favorite scenes in all books.
It's one of the coolest scenes.
More fun. If you remember, like Matt just tosses the Horn of Valir, the most precious fucking thing in the world, over the jumps over the top and goes.
I know. I love that so much. Just and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
His nonchalant.
First of all, you don't like. Is there people on the other side?
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think he's the first one over.
Yeah. He is absolutely.
You haven't even just hand it to somebody, then climb over, then throw
everything
the
about that. Like if 5 will ride forth was cool as fuck prophetically. Like,
yes.
That was really cool.
Like everything about it. Because
that's a shame.
What's that?
Glenn said, should the show have Rand versus Ishmael in the sky? And Wyatt said the show should, but it's in the book, so probably not. Oh, we got a little vote from Brother Dan. Rand shooting arrows at Grom eyeballs. I do like that scene a lot. That's a cool scene. Not the best battle. It's not taking home the this is it now award.
Yeah. Well, so again, like the this is it now is not just best battle, but technically should also be kind of like best like laid out plan. Which in this case maybe that fails because his whole plan was let's just blow on this and see what happens. Which by the way,
Yeah. Does anyone have that banner?
It's not. It's not the moment that Matt blows the horn. It's the wins the Academy
It's the actual
Award.
fight. Yeah.
It's the actual fight with all the heroes from the horn.
and I have
All the white cloaks getting blown up, like everything going nuts.
You know what?
that
Minotaur and them, Tom running down and like them sneaking through the city and like breaking into Turok's mansion or whatever the fuck he has going on there. I feel like the only other time we really get like a scene like that is like Lan and Rand Batmaning around in Farm.
Oh, in book 9?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like that's the only other like real like street level, like not a whole lot of powers going on, just running around, just killing people with swords.
Let's just secretly break in and do something.
Yeah. Just
Matt
the sneakiness of it.
Matt Calvin's plan in book 7. Where I believe it's in book 7. Oh no, it's in book 9. Also in book 9, isn't it? When he escapes from Abu Dar. When Matt escapes,
I was gonna say Matt versus the Golem, like when he finally kills the Golem.
No, fuck
That's
that.
sort of the same feel.
A little bit, yeah, because then obviously
There's a whole plan. They have a whole thing through the house. Like they have like a whole thing worked out of how they're gonna catch him.
Yeah,
I don't know. It kind of fits, but it's not. But again, there's like too much superpowers going on in that moment, like the swinging of the medallion thing. And
that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking when he leaves Abu Dar. So like,
yeah, I know. We're talking about two different moments.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like there's only like I feel like I guess when he leaves Abu Dar, it kind of tracks.
We're looking for a more street level Daredevil type battle than a Thor Iron Man.
I'm talking about you wrap the chains around your hand and then beat the shit out of everybody in a tiny hallway.
Condom.
All right, I'm gonna go make a costume change. This is the part where Jono talks about the Dark One's plan and what was the best use of weather in this book to try to destroy the world.
So, kind of good news, bad news. I didn't do as much research for this one as I did in the previous.
Oh,
However,
so you failed. You failed him.
There are some very interesting usages of weather and, of course, how this happened, right? So let's start with the obvious. I've won again, lose Theron. Hundreds of options.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I've got for you because I don't.
Well, I was gonna say, Jono, the portal world that they go to has been ravaged by heat. Oh, it's all dried up.
Yeah, it's like my wife.
So I mean, you can clearly see that the weather attack has worked on that portal world. You know, like it's clearly worked.
First off, that all dried up joke about my wife. How dare you not laugh at me? Skid marks and all. But like there's like so much. Like you're actually very right. Well researched. Well thought of. That place is fucked up.
Jesus. I mean, you've met us, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Portal World is probably the best example of the three-pronged plan. Weather being the one we're discussing.
I think the one that, and like the reason I didn't bring it up is because it's literally the inverse. Is the beginning of the books, right? Right after what happens at the end of the Eye of the World, they're going in.
Winter is coming loose there. That's Wyatt. You're not allowed to have two entries in the comment of the night. Somebody else better say something funny.
But how does it start? Right, everything's blossoming again. Like it's all catching up quickly as could be. And except it shows what happens when your plan goes wrong. So it's a very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess also wind is weather, right?
Sure, but is it because of the Dark Ones touching the world?
It is in this case. Like what happens? Like what's Rand? Like the first fucking scene, Rand's battling. Well, I guess not like after Boar's stuff.
Oh, that one. You
Yeah,
mean when the wind pushes him into Lan's practice blade?
Yeah, and if that had been a real sword,
it's a bit of a reach. It's a bit of a reach, but I'll take it.
It's not a reach. It's not a reach. That's weather.
I guess.
Yeah.
Shit,
That's
you're right.
weather.
God damn. No, that's a bubble of evil. It doesn't count. Bubbles of evil don't count. The wind wishes ran. Dana Lou just said it.
Yeah.
How'd you guys do? Was that pretty good?
Yeah, I pulled it out, Tom. Don't worry about it.
All right, we're gonna do 3 more categories, then we're gonna take like an official break.
Yeah, real quick. Just a quick Taffy Bennington song break, so we can pee,
of course.
get a beer.
I mean, we always need the break between categories to like build up to the next category.
All right, what's the next
Buttercup
category, Thomas?
Well, the next one is the Dumbledore Award for Best Coach that I changed to the Professor Xavier Award for Best Coach like 5 seconds ago.
Dumbledore. Tom, we're now changing it from the Dumbledore because everything's a ripoff of Harry Potter, and you know that.
Yeah.
I know. I just was watching the intro from Taffy today, and I was like, I do like the X-Men. There's no reference.
You know, Disney Plus is making a new season of that show. I decided to start watching it off to the side, like while I'm working and stuff, just like half paying attention. And I got through at least 7 times of Cyclops saying previously on X-Men, but I didn't pay attention to it. I was just not really like, I was all weak, so I just wasn't really listening. And then for whatever reason, it just like stabbed into my ear. It was like previously on X-Men. I just started laughing. It's not supposed to be funny.
All right, I'll change a different category here in a minute. So the Dumbledore Award for Best Coach.
Dumbledore.
We didn't have a ton. Everybody picked the final 2. So just Swan.
The Cougars are in the palace.
I mean, she teaches them, I guess, for a minute.
Yeah.
So Joe, you and me talked about this before the show. We said we were going to look it up. Then Jono got on, and I was going to ask him, but he was talking about something else, so I never asked him. Who holds Egwene's Adam?
Oh,
she's a nominee for Best Coach. I mean,
it starts with an R, doesn't it?
Is it Renna?
I just forgot. No, she's
one of them.
Oh, she's a Suldam. Wait, she's a not. Oh wait, what's it called?
Well, it's got to be a Suldam.
Damani.
Suldam is who has.
Is it Bethelman?
Is it?
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat knows. Somebody in the chat knows for sure.
Is one and Renna is the other. But there's technically several, right?
Just the
Renna and Sita, Dana Lou, the all-time knowledge holder.
It's the one that Egwene beats her head into the ground.
So I was right. It was Renna, right? It's Renna, right?
Yes. If Dana Lou says it, 69.9% chance that's right.
I don't remember. Anyway, I put Egwene.
69.9 is not 69.69.
I mean, she teaches Egwene how to fucking crush. It is Renna, Glenn said. All right, it is Renna. He said just looked. So it's Renna, but Renna like
Just
so dark. She's the good teacher.
That's how she learned. She's so good with the earth.
Yeah, she's good at fighting metal.
She really challenged Egwene and just got her broke her over these hurdles that she had to get past to be truly powerful. I just think she's a good teacher.
It's a little bit of female slave owning, and
we got to vote for Tom coaching Dina from Luke Eyes Should I. That's a good one.
I love that.
Good choice.
We're not taking nominees. The nominees have already been solidified.
Listen. The chat can produce their own nominees, whether they're right. It's really a guess to see who's the winner. That's what they're doing.
I guess on your point, what did Tom teach Dina?
Would it have been bad? Like, would it have made sense if we had named this the Dangerous Minds Award for Best Coach, or is that just something that I know is cool?
We're not changing from the Dumbledore.
What year are you?
Although I would love to put Coolio on our podcast, like every time.
Right? The next nominee is Varen.
All right, Selena or Varen from Wild Man Wyatt helping Ren with the power. I think Varen because she's doing it by pretending she doesn't know he's channeling.
Wait, did Varen not win?
Well, so is Selene.
No, Varen didn't win.
Who did I put?
This is second place. I mean, not second place, but this is just a nominee, right?
Nominee. I get that, but I'm like Varen. Like it was said, and I was like, well, obviously she won because Varen.
Nobody we're selecting has actively coached anyone to do anything. Well, except for Renna. The winner is Lan. The winner is Lan. It's Lan.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's Lan. It's got to be Lan.
All right, Lan is
We just talked about it. He was teaching Rand the sword. They were hanging out. I mean, like, and he taught him how to stand up against the Amirlan seat. Those were like Bravo moments.
That's the Bravo moment. What he does for Rand in that, like, and the way he's
fucking integral in like him not getting crushed by the Amirlan seat in like 2 seconds, just like by her presence alone.
Yeah, Tyshawn and Etherin, man, and Tyshawn out here. That was fucking awesome. You know,
Cat Crosses the Courtyard is a Super Bowl winning coaching moment.
Yeah. When you do this, do this. When you do this, do this. When you do this, do this. This is how you respond to that. Don't answer this question. Go. What? Suddenly, I'm walking like a cat.
Crossing a court.
Oh man, that's a good one though. I think that one takes the cake for me. I do like Tom coaching Dina though. That's a good nominee. I should have thought of that.
It's
short-lived. Yeah.
There will be a point in books 10, 11, 12, I would say, where rather than us say the nominees, we're just going to have chat tell us the nominees because we're not going to remember specifically.
He taught her to juggle balls.
Old man balls.
He taught her sheathing the blade. There's some good.
Oh my god!
Holocaust.
He taught her how to balance one too. It's like
I mean, he taught Rand the skin flute.
I mean, I won't go back in time and make Swan not a nominee and make it Tom instead, but I'm tempted.
Hey, Joe, do you want to delete this recording? Just start over. Like, I've got nothing to do.
Yeah, let's just start over.
Yeah, just restart.
It's live, Jono.
Yeah, no problem. Everybody, we're gonna end the show. We'll be right back in 5 with a new show.
Will be.
Do you have one of those Men in Black things that we can erase in everyone's memory that they've watched this?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that actually might work.
Why don't I come back to that? All right. Yeah. Okay. That was a good category. I was surprised at the end to answer, even though I nominated that.
Me too.
John was actually angry. How's that fair? Who's it going to be?
That means Tom Scar didn't put Varen.
It's going to be Rand's second grade teacher? I'm furious. It's clearly there.
Gotta go catch y'all later. Have a good night. Good night, Glenn. You have a good night to yourself there.
Good night, Kevin. Say good night, Glenn.
Say
okay.
Good night, Glenn.
Next category, there's only 2 nominees and 1 winner.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the fucking classic Elayne award for Elayne's worst moments.
Classic Elayne.
Fucking classic Elayne.
Oh, should I change that? Fucking classic Elayne. My mistake.
Oh my god.
Classic Elayne.
No, fucking classic Elayne.
All right, what are our nominees for classic Elayne?
The first nominee is Going to Fall at All. Stop inserting yourself in the
Like, it's true. It's
no one wanted you there.
It's a good thing she went.
Try
there.
to steal Gwen's boyfriend, and then she goes to rescue her boyfriend, and you're like, I'm also coming. Fuck off.
But here's the deal. Like, let's talk about this. Like, so if it had been anyone else, you'd be like, yeah, okay, it's a friend. You're worried, whatever. What bothers me is, and like, this is where I go from like, I actually liked Elayne a lot in the first book to I'm a little frustrated. You're the fucking daughter heir, goddammit, right? You're the fucking inheritor of a goddamn queendom. You're not supposed to fucking do this. You're clearly just bad at your real job. You're looking
like an 8-year-old still.
This is bad, right? So the only answer is, well, the pattern wanted. All right, jerk off. Like, this is a fucking dumb decision, no matter how much you want to be an Elayne fan. Like, I go back up my friends. No, you're the queen to be.
Daughter heir, yeah.
Yeah. Stay the fuck there.
How is that the I can't play devil's advocate. I agree with you 100%. There's nothing to add.
That's definitely enough on one nominee anyway. You really did it.
I want to know what else is on that, because like that to me is the most egregious fucking thing.
Oh, do you think so? Because the next nominee, neither one of you
might be responsible for Egwene choosing Gawain always shit talking Gala.
Neither of you put this. She used the one power to steal fruit while they were hiding out in the middle of
Oh fuck! I forgot.
occupied territory.
Oh my god!
they
I
already-
ran about that like a lunatic in our episodes.
Well, hold
Nate
on.
was trying to pull off the most incredible escape plan ever in the middle of their territory.
And
Like, it's like,
Elayne's
what?
just like, let me just channel some fruit over here.
I just
I'm
channeled
hungry.
I just channeled a little bit.
But they've already done that beforehand. If I remember correctly, they'd already done it beforehand.
It
hadn't
doesn't
been
fucking
caught.
matter. There was like guards like walking right by. There was like Sean Chan like Damani like walking right by them right when she did it.
They
It
have
was like
so
the
little,
stupidest. It made me want to go into the book and slap her in the face.
they have so
for-
little
for
information
me.
about the Sean Chen at this point. They have no idea. And their friend
Oh,
is
yeah.
a slave. And they're just like, it's fine. I'm hungry. Apple. I want an apple.
How was that not the winner?
Also, like, there is a valid point.
So stupid. God.
Well, do you guys want to get to the winner?
Hold on, real quickly.
Sure,
Why
yeah.
not just
No,
leave
well,
Hannah
yeah,
briefly and then go like murder someone with the power?
Yeah.
You ready?
Go
You ready
on.
for the winner?
Well, hold on. You said, I mean, let's also remember she only ever met Rand for a few minutes once at this point.
It was an hour and a half.
We remember it was one
Also,
of the
she had
nominees from
temper
the last
tantrum with the
episode.
collar about the collars with the Neve. Yeah, I do remember. Man, I was weirdly, I had blanked like all of these. I just like blocked them out of my mind, my memory.
There's
Like when
so
I was
much
answering the
shit
Elayne
that
question, I was
happens
like,
in this book.
yikes! What did she do?
Elayne-
I know she
if-
sucks.
If Elayne became a real person and then her body was found on like a riverside, I would tell the police about Joe and
Stealing
Ayush.
an apple. Wildman Wyatt's been guessing a few of these.
Well, it's not the winner. Has
Joe's alter ego.
Has anyone guessed the winner yet?
So the entire book is, I think, is the winner.
No. Has anyone guessed the winner yet?
I don't know.
I literally last episode said what the winner was going to be every.
I know
every
you
time.
did.
It's existing. She exists.
Their existence. Yeah.
All right, we can't
It's
do
existing.
that going forward. All right, we can't. It's well, brilliant.
That's why I said so the entire book. Yeah, just her.
Yeah,
being-
that's-
you should.
That's the winner. It's going to be the winner every time. It's going to be the winner every time, Jono.
No, let's put a little more. Like put a little more text.
Put a little bit of mystery into it, Tom. Don't tell them that. It is though. It is though.
It's going to be existing.
I mean, it's not. It won't be. We're gonna make it interesting. We're gonna keep this category fresh. It's always gonna be some new Elayne things to talk about, and the winner could change. It won't. It's gonna be her existing every
Yeah,
time.
it's going to be existing.
I hate her fucking fall. Like, because she's
But no,
a likable character at first, and then just like she gets.
actually, it might not be existing every time because it's going to happen eventually. And I'm going to change existing from having a POV chapter that I have to read. And that's much worse than being a character in the book.
You can exist all right, but I don't have to read your fucking mind, you dumb.
I had to read shit from
Yeah.
your point of view. God damn.
Yeah.
All right, the next category.
Next song.
Next category.
It's best villain. Maybe we change this to the most Magneto.
Oh, I do like that. Most Magneto. I mean, he is the best villain.
Is there
I was
any
gonna
way
give
to
this-
make that screen shorter? Because like we read best villain, we just sit there for 2 seconds.
No,
That's
okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's perfect.
When
Well, I was gonna
Kathy
give
adds
this-
in using sound bites to put in those,
Yeah, you're right.
you won't
You're
notice
right.
it as much.
I was gonna give
It'll be
this
a delightful song.
honorable mention, but Joe also selected it, so it's the Grom.
Yeah,
They're new and fun.
They are new and fun, and they're also like they come with a really cool entry in the Big White Book about where the fuck they come from.
they were seriously terrifying. I mean, I know they're new, but they were terrifying in this book. That scene when they're like chasing them through the fucking portal world, that's horrifying.
By
I'm
the way-
genuinely like, how are they getting out of this?
We also had a few legitimate entries for this, weirdly enough.
Yeah,
Previously on X-Men.
Don't be proud
We
of
got a
yourself.
couple of guesses. It's Leandrin. Gotta be Fane. Okay.
Well, all right then.
Couple
Well,
of
the
guesses.
next nominee, Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
As the villain,
Yes, bitch.
as a
Turok
villain,
Dinosaur Hunter? You don't think he's a good villain?
John,
I
you
think
sent me
he's a
like
fantastic
like
character.
scores.
I don't think he's a villain, really. Like he's not a classic villain. Like yes, he is on the wrong side of this.
He's the bad guys, Jono.
I gotta tell you, we're short on nominees for this one. None
Really?
of us had a full vote.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you did.
I didn't want to put him down there. I mean, I think Elayne's a better villain than Turok.
She's barely a villain in this book, though.
Yeah,
Turok is not a villain. He's just someone who's diametrically opposed to them, just because of what a lot of things. But as a villain, he's not an evil character.
Yeah, the invading slaver is a good guy. Give him a chance.
Thank you.
Joe, if you think Jono is mad now, just wait.
Again, brainwashed.
Luke I just got into the ranking for best comment of the show.
Our next nominee, not winner, is Peyton Fane.
What? He's not number one? This whole book. I'm
really interested. I don't know who.
Jono, I want you to consider what you're saying when
stop.
you say
Let's stop ranting about Peyton Fane not being the winner, and let's just talk about the nominee, Jono. He's crushing it.
Real quick, Jono, you're saying whole book. What do you define as a whole book? From the first page to the last page? Explain to me where Peyton Fane is for the last 100 pages of this book.
I don't know.
Not hanging out. Not doing anything.
He's not hanging out.
Not doing anything.
Like the entirety of this book is really set on the idea of finding, of course, the great cunt. A very noble goal. But Fane has put that into a box, both figuratively and literally.
Yeah, he gets bitch slapped by a guy that you think is also not a good nominee for a villain, and then sent away like a little baby, and then that guy gets to keep the horn, and then he gets to fight the hero along with somebody else that's barely in the book for the rest of the time. Is just
he's kind of dumb. You're making a lot of sense, Tom Sker.
Classic. What a fantastic arch nemesis. He's done a really good job.
Go on.
The winner is Leandrin.
She's fucking awful. Yes. Don't get me wrong. But she's not like the overarching.
No, but you love to hate her. The second she's on the screen, you're just like, I hate this. I hate this Aes Sedai, and I don't know why. And then she betrays them, and I'm like, I will fucking gut you. I will kill you. I will hunt on everyone that ever breathes breath in the same vicinity as you.
You're right.
That's how much I hate Leandrin.
And I can't wait to see what happens to her. Spoiler, it's non-sexual, unfortunately.
I think Leandrin getting the girl's bastard is huge.
Yeah. Leandrin's eventual end is very similar to Fane's end at the end of this book.
At the end of this book.
There's just a lot of pages with nothing in it, and then suddenly she's dead.
That was it for Leandrin? Like, I read 600 pages of The Great Hunt, and I'm like, wait, Fane's just gone?
I'll tell you what.
Just left. What happened to those Trollocs?
So
we have a long running joke about this. I don't know if you're saying he's the best villain.
I think it's insane that you think he's the best villain, Jono.
I will say this: when it comes to Peyton Fane, who's the best villain, the answer is Brandon Sanderson for his death of Peyton Fane.
Ah,
well, we're not going to get that far.
It's a good villain. I actually never particularly felt strongly about Leandrin until book 5, which is interesting.
We know I usually started in book 4. This is not, your opinions are invalidated and will continue to be so.
That is, of course. No, wait, hold on.
I agree with Jono. Fane is so creepy and evil in this book. I agree. I mean, he is.
Well, I mean, how creepy and evil is he for the last 100 pages?
He hammers a fade into a door. It's amazing.
You know that?
And then he escapes with a dark prophecy written in blood. That's like super villain shit.
Do you remember?
Come on, that's amazing.
But do you remember that one book where Rand was battling Samael, and it was leading up to it for like the last 100 pages, and then right at page 701, Samael fell off a cliff and died.
Yeah.
And then in the last 100 pages, Rand fought somebody else instead.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was incredible. What a good villain.
It was really good. It was really good book.
Pages off.
You think Fane is the most Magneto?
No, he's not the most Magneto.
Yes. Oh, when does I'm sorry. When does Leandrin
being a secret dark friend inside the tower? One, mind blank.
Yeah.
Dark Friends in the Tower.
She fulfills her villainous role exactly as she should. She doesn't just. She doesn't.
I don't know. It's a fine line. I agree with Chad. I agree with Jono on certain aspects.
I'm okay with this toss-up. I just think
is right up there. But
it's also weird. I mean, it's also weird. It's also weird that Ishmael comes in Beelzebub right at the end. Is like, we fight instead. Fane's gone. Yeah, you and me.
Yeah, and you're just like what the fuck?
Yeah, he's definitely.
If the ending wasn't so awesome, it would be weird.
Yeah, I think that those two, like, I've never really put about. Like when I first was doing the awards,
some dark comments from Wildman Wyatt.
I can't wait for that.
Fane does a few rapes too. It's one of the prongs.
He does some raping. Well, he gets to win the annual rape award for his best strong.
Fane is cool evil. He enters high school mean girl evil. Whew.
That's so
cool. I kind of agree with that on some level.
Should the winner have just been the Grawl?
Yeah, let's just change it.
No, it's too late. The winner's the
winner.
winner.
A giant like skin that can't be like fucking.
It's too late. The winner. The Academy voted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lantern's already run away with her award. She's in the limbo. She's on her way to the E Entertainment.
Remember the skin bodies? Fane hung from a tree and pile of dark brown bodies.
So
all right, listen.
Again, nobody remembered at the end of the book.
Fane
was
an
amazing
villain. I mean, he's definitely not most Magneto, though.
Honestly, I think that reframing this book to a certain extent in the idea that like one half, and it's not like the first half, but like 50% Fane, and like another looping kind of like if we were 69ing, like it'd be kind of like Fane and Leandrin kind of like eating each other out, because like so much of like the evilness that they both kind of like get together is intertwined and related, right? Like she helps bust him out and bust, and what he does is, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but like she helps like get him out. The entire like everything in the first half is follow Fane because he is the great cunt. So they do that, but then Leandrin takes this place of safety.
Tom's right. I think the ending for Fane just falls short.
It's everyone we've been fighting against for the entire book is gone.
Are you talking about the series? Oh, you're talking about this book.
Just this book.
Just making another.
The awards are just for this book.
I mean, the Oscar last book went to Bayer. Come on. And he was also the best villain of that book.
I mean, he was the best. He was most Magneto in that.
I mean, Baltimore was super close to most Magneto. That guy was so rapey.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Jono, introduce our musical guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Taffy fucking Bennington.
I flew into town late last night on the red-eye flight. I checked into my hotel lobby. I am back to stay tonight. Early next morning, I walk into the big ballroom. People wearing badges, people in booths, people in costume.
Jono. We need to just flow right into the dark ones through three-pronged plan, I think.
Oh, okay.
Pat Bane wins it. Rape.
Headache. No. This one's headache.
Oh, it's headache. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Headaches. So, let's see. Again, I did not do my work beforehand, and I apologize. But
just pick something and wave it away.
What's that?
Just pick something. And
I'll tell you what the number one headache for this book is.
Elayne. No, Rand.
No, it's not Elayne. Although it's second place. Number one headache for this book. Getting nailed through the eyeballs that you don't have into a door.
That's cheating. That's cheating. No, I believe Rand gets a couple headaches because of his
the Portal Stones.
Yeah, that would be exactly right. The
Peach
Portal
nailed
Stones.
it. Good job,
Yeah.
Peach.
I also love after Rand's channeled and his mental fucking battle with what he's done. That's fucking cool as shit. But anyway, other headaches, of course, include everything about Elayne.
Yeah. You know what? Egwene has a really good headache going when she gets cracked in the skull and thrown over a horse.
That's true.
I believe doesn't Min too? Doesn't
Not really part of the Dark One's plan, but
Wait, are these Dark One headaches?
Yeah, well, they're from Dark Friends. They're Dark Friends who capture her.
That's a good point.
Adjacent.
Yeah. Look. Okay. So
the Dark One's just like
homework.
just hit her in the head.
Yeah.
Smack her fucking skull open.
Also,
That's
get
a
a
Dark
fan ready.
One
I'm
plan.
turning up the heat just a little.
Uh-oh. We already had some weather work.
You guys ready
I
for the
think that
next
was
category?
the first Taffy video I ever watched. Dana, Lou,
What
come
the
on.
What the fuck?
So many good Taffy videos. My favorite
just
part of that video,
that
by the
just
way,
made me
Jono,
headache.
is the 2-millisecond clip of you getting punched in the face by Taffy. It's like I forget about it every time, and I'll just be drinking a beer while it's playing. I'm gonna spit my drink up.
You guys ready for the next award?
Did the Shanchan give Egwene some headaches while she's collared?
Oh shit!
It's not a headache when you do one of these.
Yeah, if you touch it, and that is the most Dark One plan. Like,
Maybe when
that's
she
a
reaches for
combination
the bracelet.
Yeah,
leash
if you
part.
touch your Adam, that's both like that's again a headache and also not rape necessarily, but it's really a violation of your personal personal being. So
It's not necessarily right.
Yeah,
The Shanchan having Idam in the first place and like enslaving people like in Channel, that's all Ishmael, right? Like
yes, that's correct. Oh,
yes,
which by the
Dark One's
way,
plan. Dark
so
One's
that
plan.
was. Did I have that? Did I have that as the Old Man Marley plan of the?
I don't know. We haven't gotten to the Old Man Marley. Also, we call it the Dumbledore now.
Then we have.
No, we don't. None of
Then
that.
we have that.
Ignore that. We're moving on to the next
All
All
award.
right, the next thing.
It's the Artex Dies award. for the side.
Artex. When Artex
Oh.
dies, the saddest moment in the book.
Joe, you should have a picture of that dead horse on.
Sinking into the mud. It's horrifying. What's the saddest moment? What are the saddest moment nominees, Tom?
I mean, the nominees are Denna.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
It's fucked up just because I love Tom Maryland.
Also, what do you is he going like a 4-book bender after this?
Just a 2.
Yeah, I think not
Good
even
by book
not even
4.
not even
All right,
a
not
one,
even one.
really. Yeah,
One book
I
bender.
think it's like halfway through the third book. He's back.
I don't know. I feel like no, it's at the very end of the 3rd book, and I don't even think he's really off the bender at that point. He's just like helping out because he's
I wouldn't even call it
so
a bender.
capable even
So
at 50%.
It also starts as a murderous rampage.
Yeah, I agree. That's a weird bender. Not your normal
Like,
stuff.
somebody killed my girlfriend. Someone to assassinate the president is kind of a big deal.
And not only,
Yeah, that's a sad moment.
it is one of the most like underappreciated things that Tom Maryland does is like he just like walks out and is like, I'm gonna go kill this guy. And it's fucking crazy. I don't know if I call it badass. It is. But it's retribution on the like nth fucking degree.
Mm-hmm.
I think like he goes to do that, and then it's just we never get details about it. Do you think it's like amazing like Wolverine and he goes like, absolutely bananas, or do you think like it's like he sneaks in, almost gets caught, and then he's like, "Gotcha."
No, I think it's Wolverine in the X-Men.
I think it's Wolverine style.
Yeah,
I don't think it's Wolverine style because he is just.
I think he
one
sneaks
man.
into the Toad Mansion, and then it's not. It doesn't take place there. I know. I think he sneaks into the palace, and then it's Wolverine in the hallways of the X-Men Mansion in X2.
All right, so our next nominee is Egwene's capture.
Yeah, that was horrifying.
There's no, yeah.
It's not sad though. You're right.
Yeah, it's not sad.
I mean, it is. It is. There's just not like one very sharp moment necessarily.
Yeah. It's more of a dull, horrifying.
Not that
threat.
I guess not that Artax like trips and they shoot him in the head. Like that also takes time.
It takes a few minutes.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
I don't know if you saw like, and theoretically we'll see this in the show. Like, if you, from Nini's perspective, like when it shifts to her POV, like either the next chapter or later at the end of that chapter, like when they're leaving and she's like fighting, like, and all she can do is fend them off, so to speak, and she's so freaked out and worried about Egwene, like that's pretty sad. It's the same as like trying to hold onto the horse as it's sinking into the mud.
But there's a question of like, where is sad versus just like fucked up, right? I can like obviously fucked up is a very
depends on where we are in the emotional spectrum, Jono. It's a spectrum,
but it's certainly like everything that happens.
It's gonna be different for everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Next song, next
nominee, Thomas.
It's multiple moments during Nene's test for accepted.
Oh yeah. The only reason those don't rank for me is because they were technically not real.
Bullshit. Every single one of them feels real during the point. This is definitely something that I think is like the most like it's probably the most poignant for every one of the characters.
Tom turns blue and does a Nightcrawler and X-Men too.
God damn it.
Same movie, but Wolverine killing all the troops in the X-Men.
Yeah, I mean I'm enjoying
that's what we're talking about. But that is also a really good comparison. All right, sorry, John. Go ahead.
It's all right. So, to me, though, Nynaeve's accepted testing. It's the first accepted testing, right? We get Egwene's later on in the next book, whatever the fuck. It's a little less poignant then. But this one's also got its own like rape vibes, everything vibes when she deals with meeting these, right? Because if you remember, she meets in Balthamol in there. And he's kind of the same.
Isn't all right? This is weird. It's Agenor in the test, though, right?
It may have to be Agenor.
I don't know. I never quite understood that.
Dana Lou, help us out. I mean, obviously we know our shit. But I do think that Agenor is the name that comes to mind now.
Queen feeling like she's about to be broken and lose herself and want to kill herself is the saddest for me. That's
like a horse sinking into a swamp
during this part.
Yeah, kind of like a horse sinking into a swamp, you know.
Yeah.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah, it's called When Artax Dies.
Yeah.
It's a bad band name.
Yeah.
Not...
When Artax Dies.
It's a bad
When
Artax
name. Dies is actually a great band name.
It's pretty good. As long as
just power ballads from the 80s.
Yeah.
Horse sinking into a swamp is a terrible band name.
But like that to me, like that whole like every single fucking piece of that.
Agenor and Balthamol are interchangeable to me before they come back to life. I kind of agree with that. I forget which one's which.
I wouldn't agree with that one. It's super old and ugly, and one is wearing a
and Dano says yes, it is Agenor in the test.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana Lou. I disagree about them being interchangeable because one of them created Trollocs, the other one created.
No, just in the sense I forget which one's which in like terms of with the ending of book one. Like it's easy to be like, wait, which that Balthamol? Was that Agenor? Which one was Agenor?
So you mean the characters aren't interchangeable? The names are to you?
Yeah. The name, like I forget which one's which. Yeah.
I'll allow that.
Agenor is my right hand. By the way, don't forget I'm backward. At least what I'm seeing. I forget what the fuck I'm like. Yeah. Dana Lou is correct. Like, it is weird.
That's what I said.
Nynaeve.
Son of a bitch.
What is she sharing? Like opinions? Does she think she could be on this show as a guest?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Also,
She's already disagreed enough with the winners that I would not have her on the twat.
yeah.
How dare she?
Oh, I know things. Yeah.
The winner is the winner.
So knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Oh,
What we got
and
next
so
up?
the award goes to Hal Shinoa or Ingtar's not coming
Ingtar?
back.
Mm.
That's a chill-inducing moment in a very bad way, right?
Yeah.
And like when we think chill,
No, that's the sad moment for me.
it's
That's a sad part.
it's
It's because
tough.
Ingtar's like doing the 3,000-mile stare, you know, like kind of thing, like the I'm gonna die now. And
When you hear
it
him
was me
screaming
that
his
left him
house,
at the dog cage.
you know,
and
Rand-
Rand's like, "What are you talking about?" You know, like kind of thing. And it's just like they do that.
When
It's the way
Rand's
they-
running away and you hear him yelling his house name, and
Yeah.
he gets back to camp,
It's
and tells everyone
devastating. It's
he's
so
not coming
sad
back.
because
That's-
he's a dark friend, but he redeems himself in a way. Like, and it's just like it's crushing.
real
Breaks
quick.
my little
intro.
heart.
The other saddest thing is me trying to pour this fucking bottle of Calvados with the top on it.
you
Not
got-
drinking
you
away.
got it out.
I was like,
I'll pour one out down my throat for Ingtar.
yeah, I'm there. I'm with you.
Oh, look, guys, I said yes. I meant the names as well. Yeah, see, yeah, goosebumps. That's a Jono terminology.
Yeah, that's
A lot of Ingtar
Honestly,
love. I love Ingtar. I love Ingtar too. I mean, like and he's a horrible person.
I think-
Presumably.
but I think the
he's
cool
not a
thing
horrible
is
person. How dare you?
Rand's response, though, that like I think that not wanting to be one, and the way that Ingtar like one was good enough,
Yeah, man.
to like name him.
Oh shit! Now I'm actually getting sad, John.
Yeah, like Rand.
A lot of people saying it's a moment of honor. It's a moment of hope.
It is a moment of honor.
It
But
is,
the
but
whole-
it can also be sad. Those moments can be sad as well.
It's
I mean, like, you
tragic.
know,
the whole point is like everything about this, which
We see
if it-
virtual. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
everything about this had to happen because
mhm.
he's the reason the dog gate was open. Which, you know, how dare my wife, that bitch. Like he's the reason that like so much of this occurred, right? Like the horn should have been safe. The dagger should have been safe. Payton Fane should have been still in jail. Like all these things happened because of Ingtar.
It's almost like he was, you know, not forced, but, you know, did a horrible thing as a dark friend, and then he's
Yeah.
trying to atone for it. Like, it set off these chain of events that, like, caused all of this. And
Yeah.
was that the dog gate opening?
So many dark friends that we see later are just like cartoon character bad guys of just dark friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's so layered and so interesting and
He's
so
internally
like,
conflicted. He did it because he saw the blight reclaiming
Yeah.
the Borderlands like year by year. Like he really thought they were gonna lose. Like just
Yeah, his is
and then
like,
the second he was called to task to like actually be a dark friend, like other than in secret, he felt terrible about it and tried to change it. Like it was crazy.
well, as far as we know, he was obviously at the Dark Friend Social, which is one of the coolest things we'll get to later. But to that
Well,
point, there, like
Speaking of,
oh, all right, fuck it, fuck my monologue. Next,
do you want to do a monologue?
no,
'Cause we have
Done.
3 more awards to get through.
I'm done. You're next.
You want to do? You want to do everyone's favorite award?
yeah, sure.
It's the biggest catfish.
It's the biggest catfish award.
It's my favorite. I honestly didn't think we'd have this many nominees every time. I thought like
This
I mean,
fucking book,
we're going strong so far, but we're only in book 2. You know, give it some time.
this book is the biggest catfish.
I mean, it's filled with so many.
There's so many
there's,
catfishes.
There's one you guys put on that didn't even make the nominee list. I gotta tell you.
you could do one if you're funny.
Well, all right. Fane didn't make the list. He wasn't
What? Okay.
catfishing. He wasn't catfishing in this book. He was Fane. We
I
all know
guess
who he
that's
was.
true. Yeah.
Maybe in the dungeon with the queen is like the best you can get me.
Yeah, like the pretending he's
Well, I don't know.
reforming, like with Moraine, sort of.
Disagree.
Yeah.
He's. I'm sorry. I talked over you, Joe. I'm getting to be.
No, it's okay.
You gotta be
I-
like me.
Yeah, or Joe, or probably me.
Or all 3 of us.
Honestly, he's no longer a dark friend necessarily. He's reawakening, like he's awakening to something different. Exactly, Brando. He is catfishing.
Catfishing the shadow spawn.
He's catfishing everything.
That would make him the biggest reverse catfish, not the biggest.
He is also catfishing Turok. He's catfishing everyone.
Kinda.
I think we're reaching. All right.
He also
catfish.
doesn't know how to open the box. That's why he's not most Magneto. You know who would open that box in 5 seconds? Magneto.
You know who wouldn't?
The guy with
Catfish.
mega powers.
Okay, catfish doesn't even have thumbs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got whiskers.
Good luck opening that box.
Yeah.
Your biggest catfish, and none of you guys nominated him, but obviously it's Rand. Nominee.
A nominee.
I mean, come on.
You really got to clarify that better, Tom.
I'll tell you who the winner is when the winner's.
All right,
Yeah.
Tom. Rand as a nominee is hilarious.
But it's not wrong, right? Like,
It's not.
Rand, and that's why Rand actually made my saddest category. Because of how
I'm
he
learning.
was
I'm using these
friend.
portal stones with Varen.
Yeah. Hey, come here. What the fuck do I pretend like I do? She's just like Varen is also a catfish at this point because
And there's a lot of catfish in this book.
I mean,
There's so many
Rand
comments.
gets called out by his best friends for being a catfish.
that's yeah.
Matt
Varen,
literally is
ultimate
like,
catfish.
"Holy shit,
Parent
you're a
catfishing the
catfish."
Shenanigans. There's a lot of
Alright.
gets.
all right, I already said previously the parent was not on the list, but he could have been.
Hey,
I can
yeah.
also smell murder.
real quick, do you know what they were hunting? Apparently, catfish.
What?
They were hunting catfish.
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, sorry. I mean, our next
Find them on the hillside.
our next nominee for biggest catfish is Elayne.
Okay, yeah. So
I
that's
mean-
a yeah,
Win?
that's a
It's-
Beach put Lanfear lying about her age to get a younger man.
You know what I want? Here's what I want. I want someone to
It's
help
actually-
us out. And
If the nominees were ranked, Beach would have just put Lanfear right below the list.
Because it's not just her going like, it's not me, Lanfear, it's this other woman. It's like the younger part of it. So like, because Rand's younger.
So much liposuction.
Her Facebook profile shows her as much younger.
I want someone to Photoshop a fucking catfish right
Yeah,
here.
that just needs
with
to
a horn.
change. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's what the fuck this book is.
I don't know how I got this. I'm not a lord.
Oh my god! Imagine if you went to meet Lanfear for a date. You see her internet dating profile, but it was a picture from like 40 years ago, and she was just there, just like a bar rat.
Lanfear's a cougar, not a catfish. True, but Celine is obviously Lanfear being a catfish. Come on, Noman Garden.
Are you kidding? Her,
The ageless filter.
she catfished the whole book. What are we talking about here?
Oh man.
All right,
I
our
don't-
next
I
nominee.
mean, listen, there's a lot of funny comments so far, by the way, guys. Like, I don't know, but I think Wildman Wyatt's crushing it. He
next
might be
nominee, Leandrin.
Landon.
obviously,
Yeah,
cat-
that's a
cat-
big catfish moment.
Yeah.
Catfished
I'm your
herself
friend.
and her whole scheme.
Yeah, the whole scheme is just just overly ornate. You guys should follow me. I'm here to help
Mhm.
get your friend.
You'd be wrong about that, Ayush.
Yeah. Again, I hope it's the one I'm thinking of.
Biggest catfish isn't Leandrin, but I mean,
Oh, hold on.
Nice-
Biggest
nice
catfish always has 5. There's 5.
yeah,
Lisa.
Leandrin's a good one, obviously.
So another nominee is Ingtar.
Ingtar
Yeah.
is incredible.
I mean, he catfished the reader.
it's got to be what I want it to be.
I mean, we knew Leandrin and we knew Celine and we knew Rand.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Ingtar
it's the very end of the
catfished
book, and you're
he
as a reader
catfished
going,
us.
wait a minute, wait, what?
unbelievable.
Oh,
Sorry, my picture's about 3,200 years old. I haven't had time to update.
Because I don't have the
Oh.
internet because I'm trapped in the bore.
yeah.
Anyway, the Oscar for biggest catfish goes to the puppet trawlers.
Yes. That's the best.
I mean, come on. They're not even pretending to be people.
best.
Also, you said the Oscar. It's a twatty. We're not the Oscars.
The twatty.
Trolloc impersonating a
We're gonna get
puppet
sued.
is by far the biggest catfish of the book.
It's so funny.
Like 100%.
Like,
Let's just use these dim candlelit streets and shadows to pretend like I'm not an actual puppet.
I came
So
really
good.
close to putting that into this is a don't get scared now for the Trolloc's plan to like.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Can you imagine them sitting around like, what if we pretend to be street puppets?
What if we put micro
Who's
machines?
masterminding this plan? And then
I guess paid and feign. It's a
That's
paid and
incredible.
feign plan, which makes paid and feign.
Kevin?
It reminds me so much of in Moonraker, the Roger Moore Bond movie when he's in Brazil. Jaws is like there's a whole bunch of people who are like in.
Yeah.
Supposedly part of
The Dia de los Muertos.
Nope, not Dia de los Muertos. They're not Mexican. It's
Isn't it a Mardi Gras parade?
It's Carnival.
So you just got
Carnival.
you got low key called out for being racist, Joe. By the way,
No, he
I
tried.
thought it was something like that. No, I was thinking of
It's Carnival. It's Carnival. yeah. We went from
thinking of the
Spanish
Daniel Craig one.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and like ends up Jaws is just pretending, and then it's just Jaws. It's so funny. Like it's so weird what the fuck they do.
So
with
what
Jaws.
you're saying is Wheel of Time Amazon on Prime. There's a very good reference to how to make fake bits wander down the street.
Yeah.
Will we see puppet Trollocs on the show? I fucking hope so. I'd be mad if we didn't. Although it would be kind of ridiculous based on how they are on the show. But also better?
It'd be
if they did puppet Trollocs on the show, all of us watching, at least 3 of us would be like, "This is amazing."
This is the greatest
And
thing I've ever seen.
the general public would be like, "This
Yeah,
is
a
the
million
fucking
other people would be
dumbest
like,
thing I've
what
ever
the
seen."
fuck?
And I'm never gonna watch
They
it.
pretended to be puppets? Really?
Yeah, there's
yeah.
no-
That show comes on after hours.
Yeah. I fully forgot that Rand was also getting fooled by multiple catfishes in this book while being one himself.
Rand would be like the worst topic of the documentary on Netflix.
I'm now fascinated
We
by
will
the
get puppets. We will get Trolloc puppets in the show, but they'll be real puppets.
Yeah.
They just take all the makeup to make people prosthetics to put people in Trolloc makeup and just attach it to sticks and walk it down the street. It'll work.
All
Are
right.
you guys ready?
Trolloc puppets has got to be, but that is the best catfish ever. Like I know there's multiple like actual good instances of it, but like it's the best one.
I think there's better nominees for best catfish just for this book. I just really wanted to be that.
I know
How
there's
dare
so many good. There's so many good.
How dare
I
you.
wonder what the next books will yield us. But like at the same time, I'm like, well, there's probably something. But like this one is just rife.
Well, I mean,
we're overflowing with catfish in this book.
biggest catfish in book 3 might be known.
Ah, man,
Pretending
we
to be a
don't know.
man.
We don't know.
Wolf.
We don't know.
Wolf Joe.
But he's actually a frog.
All right.
The
Next.
frog-faced boy.
No, Gnome is a frog. Oh, he's Gnome a
Next, you
frog.
should have won Barthage's Manor.
He's the frog-faced boy.
Trying to pretending to be a palace.
Yeah, you know you're a fraud.
Actually,
He's
Toad
the
the
frog-faced boy
Crossman.
trying to be a wolf, pretending to be a palace.
Next category.
Yeah.
Most valuable character.
Ooh.
We had nothing for this. We all agreed on only one person.
Really?
Yeah.
Jinx you in the hand, John.
So and Huron, nothing happens without him smelling death.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, quick question for her, and maybe Dana Lou could help us answer. And I guess this would really be a great, like, kind of political question. Does Huron smell miscarriages?
Nope, we're moving past that.
Is that
Next
violence?
nominee.
It's not what I've been led to believe by my legend.
It depends. What caused the miscarriage?
Down the stairs.
Yes. 100%.
Well, that's a murder.
No,
It's
wasn't
a
old
murder,
enough.
but it's a murder of a fetus.
Wasn't old enough.
We're moving all the way past all of this. The next nominee is Matt. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
He blew.
No.
How do you not have Matt on there?
I mean, he's great.
I don't know, I
But
think he
he's
gave me
only
like 2 or like.
He's got
something
one
like that.
scene. Matt has one
I don't think
scene in this book.
I don't know if you know what most.
It's not a.
valuable
It's
character
not.
means.
It's not. So it's about. It's about. Could
Yeah,
it happen
total
without?
aggregation of most valuable.
It's about. Could it happen without him? It's
It
his
does.
bond with the
Actually,
dagger that draws him
blows
right to the
it down
horn.
later.
It's causes
Joe,
the end.
it's-
He blows the
Joe,
fucking horn of Valier.
It's weird you made that run.
I mean, I don't know. It's just that's what it is to me.
Someone else
Most
could
valuable
do that.
character is like could the ending of this book happen without this character?
I'll tell you what. What's funny is like
That's
looking
what
at
the
the
perspective
category,
I took, at least.
like what's funny is like when I think of Matt, he does not come alive until book 3.
Oh, sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but Perrin is dead in this book. Like other than like I can smell things too.
Yeah.
Useless.
He's not utilized a lot. Yeah,
I mean, the question is who would have had the balls to grab the horn and blow it? Maybe not a lot of people.
Your
yeah, I
mom.
don't think so. I think it's
Yeah.
kind of. I think it's
another-
important that he's there.
Another nominee, Ingtar.
Ingtar. Well,
I mean,
this whole entire book wouldn't have happened without him.
Yeah, technically.
Without him, no one gets in the dog gate.
Yeah.
Good.
So this whole book's a wash.
Yeah.
Good and bad. Good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. But also, he's weirdly integral in them getting out at the very end. You know, like when he redeems himself, and them getting out of the city gives them the time to actually blow the horn of Valier and then push the Shanshan out.
Yeah,
So
he's incredibly important.
he's
to the
incredibly
survival of the
integral in
Dragon
the
Reborn.
end climax of the book. Yeah.
But he's actually only important for one part, which is just letting him in the dog gate. Everything else is
Debbie Bennington's here.
Yay.
She has
wish he had been-
alerts set for any time that we play her music.
I wish you would have been here earlier when we started demanding our songs.
Yeah.
Taffy, I'm going to send you like 40 texts tomorrow. And MVP, the tWoTtie goes to Rand. That's the only person we all.
I mean, yeah, it's the only person it can be.
Wait, Peyton Fane's not hot. Like, all right, Rand is of course the main character, and I've already
Mid for
said my.
MVP. Thank you, Brando.
Yeah, all right, Rand. Did I already?
If it wasn't for men, Rand would be dead. She body heat.
Oh, she does cradle him with her body heat.
Yeah, you know where that heat comes from? Pussy.
Body. No, the body.
Joe?
Rand, I mean, obviously, come on, it's Rand.
Pussy.
This book
Oh, you
is
need-
like
you need to
almost. The book is almost entirely Rand. It's
Yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing, though. It seems like that's like an obvious thing, and that's going to be the answer every time. Absolutely not. There's a lot of books he's barely in.
Yeah, I'll see you in literally the next book. Because it's trailer.
Yeah, he's not getting MVP next book.
Yeah, but I do.
It's also it's MVC, most valuable character. He's not playing at anything. He's a serious man trying to save the
I am
world.
surprised that Peyton Fane isn't.
Hello, Mr. Stovey.
I'm surprised Peyton Fane doesn't kind of get that because, like, honestly, like, again, in my opinion, this whole book revolves around busting him out and then following him. Like, he is the great hunt. Like, he's because he's captured these two things. Everything about it really revolves around his action. Now, granted, like Tom mentioned earlier, he fucks right the hell off after the last 100 pages because he goes and just jerks off in Peyton Niles' ear. Pedro Nile.
What did you say? Peyton?
I said Peyton. Yeah, just
Peyton Nile?
Peyton Nile, Peyton Fane. That's not right. But again, like he puts all this shit, like the fucking Dark Prophecy.
Yeah. But he's not. I mean, that's an argument to be made, Jono. I'm hearing what you're saying.
I think the biggest blue balls, which is not,
But without having Rand being the Dragon Reborn and stepping into the skies and fall, like, I mean, come on.
I mean, Rand is the winner.
Yeah, he's
Well,
the
of
winner.
course. Well, all right. Next up, who series winner? It's Rand.
Well, there's no
Well, yeah.
series winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you said that so dismissively, but obviously.
Well, of course. How do you make a fucking narrative?
What are you talking about? He's the main character of the goddamn book.
Boo.
Bold move on RJ calling the book The Dragon Reborn 2 early vote for best catfish. In book 3 going to RJ for that move.
Oh man, he ruined the joke.
Oh, we got to vote for Land for teaching him to sheathe the sword at the right moment. That's a good call.
It's actually best sexual advice.
But Rand executed it. Land already won for best the Dumbledore, right?
Dumbledore.
Jono, best rape.
It's not best.
We're on the final category. You have to tell me
Here's the Dark One's 3-pronged plan is headaches, weather, and rape.
You have to tell me the best prong of the final plan.
Well, first off, let me thank you for the compliment.
Just examples of the 3-pronged plan.
Yeah.
Not best.
I
We're not
think
ranking rapes.
Yeah, we are. We're not ranking at all. There's no nominee, just the best one. And then we move on to the next category.
I wish I had one of these for Tom.
Yeah. So when I think about rapists in this
every book. It's every
We're
book.
not doing it. We're not ranking it. It's just examples.
We're not ranking.
Of the prong.
Just give me the best one, and then we go.
That's not how
All right,
this
just give me the
category
best
works.
one.
All right, so there's a few options. All right. Obviously, Agenor unintentionally batting for Belthamel in the fucking in Nynaeve's.
And the I said I or accept the test.
And
Yeah,
that was it. The winner is Agenor pinch hitting for Baltimore. All right, we're moving on to the
No, what? We're not done
We're
here.
not ranking rapes.
Yes, I know that. I said that's one option.
Just spent
and
the
I've
last
got
10
more
minutes saying we weren't going to do that. You said we were.
options. Yeah. You asked for rapists. We're trying to give you them.
Can I get a hot dog?
Absolutely.
No, bad on both approaches. No,
Anyway, so that's a disturbing.
never do that again.
Every single thing about what the fuck happens in Nynaeve's fucking accepted testing is disturbing. But including them. Another one though is of course Peyton Fane slowly like growing into his powers.
Just walking the dark friends that he has with him.
Like he's a walking. I don't know what like that's one of the things that's so intriguing about Peyton Fane is like he's a walking like murder, rape, STD combo. Like he could do anything, will do anything. I don't know.
Jono,
All the
what do you
Trollocs and Fates slipping in Faldaro's back door.
Where do you rank
Uninvited.
Where do you rank STDs on the scale of murder rape?
Normal. Of course, you're doing business, man.
He's a murder rape STD combo. I'm like, one of these things is not like the other.
Moving on. What's the last category?
The final category is the On Your Left award for the biggest moment of the book.
Oh, on your left. I still have it chill-inducing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I forget.
On your left.
You guys both chose the Chodun Cow.
Yeah, I mean that's a crazy.
How is that
It's an intense moment where nothing happens, but it's an intense moment.
On a reread, it becomes even more important of what the fuck happens. Like, Rand is on the cusp of becoming the strongest channeler in 3,000 years, while barely being able to fucking channel. Thank you, Wildman Wyatt. Again, Peyton Fane is fucked up. But so that to me, like, how is that not on your chill-inducing thing? Like, when you think about what really happens, he's sitting there, like, he all of a sudden calls back to his IEO roots without any provocation. No idea of what he's doing.
The enormity of what is happening is only known to Selene at the moment because, like, she's the only one who knows what that thing is. Even as a reader, first time, you have zero clue. You're just like, oh, it's a big thing and it's connected to the power, obviously. You know, like, there's no, like, the world's gonna end. You know, like, she's like, this is like 8 million nuclear bombs please stop it. Like, kind of thing. Like, there's so much going on there. And when you reread that moment, it's like, holy shit, the world came so close to ending right then and there. Like
Oppenheimer got in charge of something.
Yeah.
I think the book has a lot of these moments, so it's always fun to see.
Do they have a lot of moments where someone grabs the chosen cow?
I think they. I
think each book has its own series.
There's a lot of big moments in this book. Like, you can just pick, like, oh shit, like the next one. It's the mirror.
Nothing to that degree.
The what? Tom?
I mean, the next one's a mirror draw tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine. Like, that is fucked up. Like, it's on a grander scale as far as just visually. Like, on your first read, you see that and you say, there's something new out there. Like, and that's the thing. Like, that's what makes it weird. Is like we don't know what it is, right? Like, they don't know that Paid Fane is something new. They don't know that because Paid Fane is something new for the entire pattern right now. Like, right now, it's like, what the fuck could have done this? Was it another mirror draw? That doesn't make sense. But maybe this one was sick, right? It had a poor cold, so we just shove some mail through its eyes, right? That's what you do when someone's sick. This is on an unprecedented scale. And then when you find out what the fuck it is, Paid Fane becomes Paid Fane.
Yeah, you can only imagine what Paid Fane's going to be like in the final book, and like what that confrontation is going to be like.
And what will that be like?
How serious it's going to be?
Like, how
serious will be like the end of the Great Hunt.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Almost like someone just dying in the middle of a fog with no. Next.
Spoilers.
The next nominee for On Your Left Award for Biggest Moment is Ingtar's Confession.
Fuck.
Oh, come on. Yeah. I mean, if that already won a tWoTtie, didn't it?
Hey, people can win more than two.
You get more than one tWoTtie. That's possible. But for the exact same moment, I'm hard pressed to disagree. I do love that moment though. It's good. It's good.
I'm hard pressed now.
Yeah.
We have been over it though. So are you ready for the winner for the?
Yeah, the winner for the most
for the On Your Left
left moment.
For the biggest moment, the tWoTtie is obviously Matt blows the horn.
Yes.
Rand talks to Hawkwing, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's
I'll say this.
Hawkwing commands the heroes. Yeah.
Who has the banner? Let's go.
Where's the fucking banner? When everybody hears the horn and the fog rolls in. Yep.
It's I don't even consider this part of necessarily like Rand fighting this guy. Like, that's cool on its own, but it really only comes to play in the next book. Here, like, I get chills like about this scene, and honestly, when I die,
almost like it's a chill-inducing moment.
It's a great title for it. When I die early, just put "The grave is no bar to my call" on my.
Do not do that.
I will. Shannon will be like,
"Why gonna come back?
Why do you want to handle the headset attack?" I'll be like, shh.
No, she'll be like, "Why do you want to handle it?"
Oh, sorry.
I'm assuming they're gonna be old.
No, it'll be real soon.
That's a weird assumption to make.
Yeah, it's gonna be real soon, I'm sure. The grave is no bar to my call is really just like the fucking coolest thing on that. And then he blows the horn, and it's just fucking amazing. The funny part is go on.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no,
I was gonna say
talking the whole time.
All right, so similar to the end of book one, it's confusingly written, sort of, but like better than book one. So like it's got this like moment of like the fog rolls in and they're running down, and like suddenly Rand's not with them anymore. And like the whole like illusion of them crossing over, and like Rand suddenly fighting Ishmael in the sky, and then the rest, and he's watching the battle below, and he's watching the Shanshan swell forward and get pushed back, and like all of those things just so good. Also, Min has a very great like I guess memory as she's running through the city after the fight, but she's like, I swear I saw Brigitte like ride down a cliff
Yeah, that's
face
awesome.
and ride across the water and just light ships on fire with a silver bow, and that couldn't have happened, you know. And there's so many like amazing things that happen like after and involving around Matt blowing the horn of failure and like the whole fight. Like it's just, it's almost like that could have been like the end of the whole series, you know, like that. It was such a amazing moment. Battle of Plum is just, I hold it up on a pedestal.
I wonder
It's so good.
The way that the ending of book 1 is so like weird, and 2 again, but like getting bigger.
Yeah.
Book 3 would have been bigger because it was planned as a trilogy. Like maybe it would like battle, you know, like a weird godlike figure on the ground fighting with this weird godlike figure fighting in the sky with this weird godlike figure fighting for us in the universe versus whatever, you know, weird dark one that would have been. But people still get confused by that stuff, and it's like, oh, this doesn't make sense with the rules of this universe. But I'm like, well, that universe wasn't supposed to necessarily.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily
Be
supposed to
this
make
long
sense.
or
The
this
point
big or
is,
this-
later on, it was spelled out like in, you know, like very precise terms. So like these early books kind of like have this
I think
ethereal nature to the end of the book, like the climaxes of the book, where like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, like within the magic system, and you're just kind of like, what's happening right now?
But
That's kind of one of those moments, but you can kind of write it off as like the Horn of Valere was blown, so like it was all weird and crazy, you know, like who knows what that means, you know. But yeah, it was just, as a whole though, that moment, like, I mean, come on, it takes the cake. Like that's
I think
the clear cut winner.
Honestly, it's probably one of my most chill-inducing moments of the entire series. And there's fucking awesome
kind
things.
of what I was saying. Yeah.
Like there's awesome things that happen at the end of book 9, book 6, book 14, obviously. Like to me though, like there's something, I don't know, I don't know, like chill-inducing. Oh wait, that's already been said. Like about the way this is done, and it's not over the top, right? Like what we do is we quickly take the horn out of his hands, right? And you know, it kind of like, all right, well, that was a lot. But it kind of, I don't know, it's just amazing, like in its own fucking way. It's not practical, right? You can't just fucking blow the horn and just hope that, you know, one-on-one fight, or you don't know what you're fighting is going to work, because that's not how it works. But like if there is an adversary one-on-one to do, it makes sense, kind of. It's really fucking like, I don't know, it's fascinating. And then the dumb jokes between Arthur Hawkwing and others about Rand, with Rand, against Rand, you know, like as an individual who's gone through time, hints at so much of the history that makes up this series. It's fucking awesome.
Someone say that's tWoTcast for this week.
That's tWoTcast this week. If you have any comments or questions, the best way to find us is on Twitter. You know why that is?
That's true.
Because we use Twitter more often than we use other things. But if you want to use other things, the second best way is on Gmail. And our email address is, of course, twotcast@gmail.com.
This is weird. It's a weird outro.
Can you guys believe that tWoTcast@gmail.com was not taken when we signed up for it?
And we signed up last week.
It was taken. It's actually tWoTcast at 6969 at gmail.com.
It should have been. If you have any comments or questions, fucking do it and tell us. Tell us your comments, your questions.
Yeah, tell us fucking do it and tell us. You can listen to the audio version of this show wherever you get your podcasts, and that's actually true. It's up to date now. Sort of, almost. Very close. tWoTcast
brought to you by the one, the only, the duology. That's not one and only.
Taffy Bennington and Andrew Bard of Time. Jono, come on.
Oh,
this is how it should be, always.
You know what they say? This is how.
If we didn't end it like this, I'd be so sad.
our listeners and or viewers, I don't know, but when I'm reading the outro, it's like beat, we're out. Jono reads the outro. He's like, hold on, let me take a drink. Let's have
Joe.
that
Was literally it. When you said beat, we're out. You should just stop the stream.
Beat, we're out.
Next episode for more of the tWoTties, hopefully.
But maybe.
Yeah,
maybe Jordan.
I think definitely.
What day is it?
I love doing this.
The tWoTties
are fun, guys. I'm
Yeah,
having a good time
really
with
like
tWoTties.
You know what's going to get away? You fucking people.
We had another idea.
Jordan
I
Con.
never want to do another idea. I actually want to revisit the SWAT. I want to re-swatting.
Honestly, it makes me. I actually restarted book 1 the other day. I tweeted that out.
Oh, you're a horrible person.
Yeah, Anyway, I'm Jono. Suck brick, kid.
It's fine. Just do it. Just end it. Perfect.
Go on.
Joe.
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Tom.
Do your math.
Good night, Kevin.
Oh, God damn.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast.